Alrighty, welcome back to the Lyrically Acclaimed Podcast. I'm your host, Ill-Minded Tazz, and to the right of me is going to be the one and only ARCHIE man.
What's up? What's up with it? What's up? What's good with y'all?
And to the left of me, we got the one and only Uncle D in the building.
Yeah, what's good?
And today, if y'all don't notice, we got a special guest in the building. He's a friend to the whole situation.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod, friend of the music, friend of everything.
Family.
Local legend.
Local legend. Mm-hmm. And you know what it is. He's jamming over everything. You feel me?
Appreciate that.
Welcome, Joe the Poet.
What's up, Joe? What's good, Joe?
What's good, y'all? What's good?
Man, it's glad to have you back on the pod, my brother.
I'm glad to be back.
Hell
Man.
yeah,
I'm glad to
man.
be back in video form. You know
Hell
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Chopped it up the last time. Shit, we had to do it again.
Hell yeah, you know that.
For sure.
But before we start everything, how everybody doing this week? How everything going?
It's good. It's good. You know, just a regular work week. Nothing special.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing crazy this week.
Nothing too crazy this week.
Mm-hmm. Same here, man. Just been a chill week. Still been, kind of adjusting to the new place and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Also been working on some stuff. Got some stuff in
Coming
the mix
on.
that's gonna be coming out later on. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
you know what it is.
How about you, Joe?
Already.
How everything been going?
Shit, just taking these HVAC classes. Gonna be certified in the next 2 weeks. Gonna be a big up in my career, my pay,
Hell yeah.
budget gonna be budgeted. You know? Yeah. So
That's what's up.
Man, it's a blessing. A little stressful, but shit, learning something new is.
Yeah, true.
You know, you feel like it's Japanese at first, and then it turns into English. So
Yeah, full.
Before we get all the way deep into it, if you don't mind me asking, what made you think HVAC? What made you want to go that way?
I kept hearing it. I kept hearing it, and then I was like, it's like I've put in installed garage doors before. I've been in the oil field, been around different things, and I always heard HVAC. And then my mind was just like HVAC. So I'm like, hey, let me go check into that. And luckily, I'm doing a little promoting, I guess, for them, because they really are great. It's a great opportunity for someone who wants to build and learn a new career and a new career path, and someone who hadn't never had no money or hadn't came from nothing.
Yeah.
It means a whole lot to have something like that in place. It's called Skill Point Alliance, and they are actually through Midland College. You can just go up there and ask them about it.
Okay.
Whatever. I think they got more than just HVAC too. If you want to be an electrician, you want to do different things. Like so, technical schools have went out of style. Like they don't have them as much around. But you have to dig to be able to find these things. But it's because people have took advantage of the systems in place too. I guess. I don't know. But it's a great thing. So if anybody wanted to do it, that's how you could do it.
Yeah, man.
That's what's
Anybody listening, man, you looking for something, take a page out of Joe's book. You know what I'm saying?
And then as far as why, just that's
what it was.
Yeah, man. No, that's good because, a lot of people don't think like that.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah. Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's a 5-week course, so you got to learn, get up to speed and learn and pay attention and apply yourself, which I've had to do in the last 3 weeks, the end of the third week to today. So it's coming along. I'm getting it.
So what, they got a test at the end of it that you got to pass and stuff?
EPA test, and about to get OSHA certified, or OSHA, about to get my certification for OSHA Monday. And yeah, bro, I built some shit. Like, I put a board together, a system control board, and like a fan, hooked up a fan, and been sharing it with everybody, that follows me and my journey and shit. So
I gotta tap in.
Hell
bro.
yeah, man. So Joe making big moves in all types of ways, man.
Yeah, man. I just like shit. Gotta do something. And I ain't working right. I wasn't working at the time, so I'm like, man, let me go.
That's the best time.
Let me go.
Free time.
Yes. So took the most advantage of the time.
You have, yeah, bro.
Like, yeah.
See, that's the productive mindset. You know, you don't just sit around wait for something to fall into your lap. You go get it.
Yeah, and it's something that wasn't like instilled in me or nothing. It's something that I'm having to learn, like a lot of different things that I've had to learn and teach myself, you know, not having a father figure around throughout my life and things like that. But it ain't never been something that's like been an excuse, or you can't let that shit like hold you back. You gotta just go out there and try to do it. Even if you don't know at first, you gonna learn.
That's a fact.
Yeah, real talk. Real
For
talk.
sure.
Well, speaking about making moves, I see Joe, you making a lot of moves out here. Hey, you got a new album coming out, my boy?
Yeah, we got Jamming Over Everything 3.
Hell yeah.
JOE 3 in the works. And it's full of some hard hitters, man. We got the OG Trouble Oak
Hell yeah.
and the OG Pistol. They both from out of Hobbs, New Mexico, represent Money Side Musica. Shout out to them. We got Trill Inc. Shout out to Trill Inc.
Shout out Trill.
Trill.
We all gonna be on the Trill Inc. fam, so you already know what that is. Got a track with them on the album. Got a track with the boy Archie.
You know what I'm saying? Get to pop out with my boy Joe.
Shit, we might see if we could snip it or maybe something. I don't know if we can do that or.
Yeah, we can throw a little
Trying
music
something
on.
about it.
But and then let me make sure I got all my shout outs and all my people, all my features on there. And the last but not least, we got the homie Mini Mac out of Odessa, the OG, the legend, Mini Mac.
Okay, hell yeah,
He's
man.
gonna be on the
Well, tell
album too.
Tell us more about it. Like what? How can I put it?
How is it came
How
along?
how it came along with this album coming about with this one?
I'm gonna need some because a special delivery. I dropped it at the end of the year last year. I think it's September. I dropped it. So I always want to follow up with something. And the series, Jamming Over Everything series. I was needing to Jamming Over Everything 3. Kind of how things happen with the job and everything, like getting laid off and not having that budget. Kind of put like a little like damper, or whatever. Was that the right word? I don't know, but kind of dampened my momentum that I had because the budget wasn't there, so I wasn't able to get the beats that I wanted, as much features or studio time type shit, but I've made it work.
Yeah.
Shit. We got, let me see real quick. I don't like to say shit and then I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got 7 hard tracks, man. One of them is an intro. It's a poem written by me. I like to start on my albums with a poem or some of the sort, some motivational type intro. But 7 tracks coming out in June.
Hell yeah.
I don't know an official date yet, hadn't locked that in yet, but that's part of how it came to be.
Hell yeah.
Because right now I'm just I wanna say scrounging. But it feels like it kind of, bro. That's what I'm saying. It means so much to me to be able to get this budget back right, bro. Because I don't ever want to feel like this making an album again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I rushed it. And sometimes when you feel like you putting it together like that, it actually takes you longer. It won't even be as many songs and it take you longer and stuff because you trying to like make stuff fit, trying to make shit work.
Yeah.
And that ain't really how it should be for us as artists. Like, we should be able to take our time and,
Pretty much create.
Yeah.
Put things together.
Curate,
curate,
curate our fucking
beats,
our avenue and what you want to do.
Yeah.
And like I haven't really been able to do it with this one, but it still reflects me and it still fits the Jamming Over Everything series, and I've made it work. And I feel like the reason I say that and is because like for any artist, you gotta invest. And you can't never say you ain't got the budget or the money. or
Respect.
something. You gonna find, you gotta get out there, network, find someone somewhere you can get some. It might not be the beats you want, it might not be what you, but you gotta build till you can get them things. You know, you gotta make them work. If you're good enough artist, you gon'.
So let me ask you something. So what would you consider your normal process when you're sitting down to make an album?
Shit, I wouldn't even say I sit down really, like on the cool. Like I might sit down whenever I'm sitting down and like write out what I'm writing. But a lot of times the process to me really is just like a little, it jumps around. You know what I mean? It's like it ain't really one thing set in stone for how I come up with my shit. But a lot of times it's like a line that comes to me, a bar, and it's like. I'm gonna write that down to make sure I don't forget it. Yeah, because it's dope, and that's how the song will start with just one bar, like, and it could be a hook, and most of the time it is the hook. Think of like just some dope ass shit. Yeah, and it's a bar, so I'm like, and then I go from there. Yeah, and that's how I make most of my songs actually, with just coming up with maybe I'll write 4 bars down, and that'll be like a verse, you know, a start of the verse, or I'll have random 4 bars here, a couple bars over here in a different note, and maybe I might put them together, you know, and maybe put them, you know, one of them be the hook, one of them be the verse, you know, or vice versa type shit. But kind of versatile as far as writing goes, like just kind of, you know, whatever I feel, and make sure I write it down whenever I come up with it.
So would you say every song, like, do you write a bunch of songs and pick which one are your favorites and usually put them together, or you just, shit, this is what I fucks with and this is what I'm making, so whatever comes to you, usually just, that's what you,
basically ride with it. Like, I don't really have no throwaways, I would say. Like, I don't really try to make no throwaways. I can't really afford to make no throwaways at the moment either. I mean, it probably will come too. There's some tracks you have to throw away too, though, even though. But for the most part, if I write it, I take my time to write it out, find the beat, all that. I definitely ain't buying a lease. Yeah. And then wasting the song. You know what I mean? Exactly. So, like, I don't know. I usually, if I write it, I use it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I know for me, when I'm writing, like, for the stuff that I'm working on, a lot of the songs I came up with last year, I just didn't know what to do with them. And a lot of them came to me, like, back to back to back, all in one, like, stretch. And then I have other songs with other beats and stuff. So I always think it's interesting to see, like, because as artists, we all have similar ways of doing things, but they're also widely different. You know, just the way we process the music and the thoughts and shit that come to us to make it. You know, because I know with this project that I'm gonna put out some point in this year, it's something that kind of really just fell into place. Yeah. You know what I mean? That one day I noticed, I was like, man, I got all these songs.
I was telling shit, we should hit them back to back.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you know.
You know, just to show it, they say we sleep. They say we dead. They say we dead. Shit, we gon' and do a show.
Yeah, and I got some, I know a couple more people that are, I know actually somebody who's gonna drop here soon. I mean, Midland about to wake up. I'm gonna put it out there like that.
That's the thing too, bro. Is like a lot of people that say, or you know, people that are saying we sleep and things hadn't really done nothing to wake anybody up or are doing anything for the music scene. You know what I mean? But we all have a part in it. We all play a part in that.
Real talk.
So if it's sleep, it's our fault. It's all of our fault.
Yeah,
you know
what
I mean?
Fact.
It ain't one person's fault. Shit, we all in this together.
Yeah, real fact.
And until we can realize that, we ain't really gonna go nowhere, but I feel like we are. I feel like we are starting to realize that, and we starting to, hey.
Yeah, man.
And I feel that, you know, all of us as a whole, we just gotta tap in outside of, you know, the circles we already in.
Yeah, for
really
real.
Find out if there's anyone else that's
and you know, a lot of times that's what it is. We don't think, you know, we're like, no, we let it hold us back. Like maybe ego, let it, or no, they ain't gonna fuck with me. So you're already thinking these people ain't gonna fuck with you. You just need to kind of
try.
just reach out, and try.
The worst they could say is no.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that would be some whole ass shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think nobody wants to be like in a hole like that.
I feel like the community,
they got a reason.
Excuse me. I feel like the community around here is pretty open. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you make good music, people gonna fuck with you. You know, definitely the artists, they'll work with you. It's not really like anybody's getting kept out. I think the only people who might be getting kept out is like if you're making like some.
Well, you can't be kept out if you are doing the type shit that we doing.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. Like, no matter if they try to make a circle and gatekeep that bitch and gatekeep, we still gonna make good music.
Yeah.
We still gonna keep putting it out, and we still gonna go places and do shows and do our shit. So like, ain't nobody really keeping us out.
Yeah.
We they might slow us down in the city a little bit, but they ain't keeping us out of nothing.
Yeah.
I started to tap in with this other artists, like the more younger guys.
Yeah.
Just trying to hear their music, and I would say it's not what I really fuck with, but they still doing their thing, and you know they circle.
Yeah, it's good.
That's respect right there. Like, people ain't like that. They ain't like that. Like, they ain't like, oh, even though I don't really fuck with their music and it ain't my style of music, I ain't gonna jam it all day. I can still, respect their style, their craft and shit.
They
grind, and be
hustle,
okay with that. Like, that's exactly what it's about. Like, why do you gotta fucking like my shit? You ain't gotta like my shit like that. But we just gotta respect each other and push each other. Cause I'm gonna do that for you if you do it for me.
Yeah, real talk.
And then there's some people I do it for anyways. You know, and they don't do it for me because I do it out of my heart. I don't expect nothing back.
Yeah,
no, that's facts.
Yeah, I think the Midland scene is it's packing a lot of punch. If we can get the right eyes at the right time, I think there's a lot that can happen down here, because just in the circles that we run in, I know for sure.
Yeah, bro. It just takes that right outlet, that media outlet. We just need to invest that bag. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it takes. That's what I was saying earlier. You know, I made a post and I'm like, once you get that budget, they can't ignore you no more, unless you just don't do it right. But, you know, you doing it right, you do it right. The method's there laid out. You just gotta have the budget to apply them.
Yeah.
True.
So with your album, you planning on? What is your plans?
This method is gonna be just a little unorthodox type shit, like how I've been doing it.
Yeah,
a little bit. I might not have any like real big promotion behind it, but that's just this album. You know what I'm saying? The next future shit.
But it seems like, man, to be honest,
but I do a lot of
promotion.
Albums. Yes, I do a lot of promotion myself, and then I do a lot of clips, and I have a couple of shorts and different shit like that, like some of the songs.
Yeah,
I might have a video. I'm thinking about shooting a video to the Midland to Odessa song, or it's called OD to Midland, and it's featuring Mini Mac. Gotta get a video to that. That's just a little something I'm gonna let y'all in on.
Hell yeah,
that's what's up.
So you deal with a lot of Odessa rappers? You talk with a few of them?
Yeah, I mean, shit, a lot of times that's where the shows were too. Like, we didn't have a lot of shows over here in Midland. So I'm hoping we can get back into that. But I fuck with Odessa. I really fuck with all our area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our area shit. You and Andrew spent some shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Like, any of the area around here. Yeah. So as long as we doing some shit, we need to come up as an area, as a community. It ain't about no like Midland, Odessa separation shit. It's like shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
West Texas, we in this.
One thing I can respect about JoJo is actually doing something that ain't stepping out of just Midland itself.
And that's you've been performing outside of here too,
stepping out of the home territory and test your waters out there. And how has that been experiencing? How's that experience been like?
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the recognition and shit, man. Because it gets discouraging, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes whenever you don't get that feedback, you don't, oh shit, you know, tell me my shit was whack or something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
get
saying?
something on the
Real
air.
talk.
Just tell me my shit was whack even, and I'll be good with that. Just some feedback, it feels good. But yeah, you got to get out of the city, and like and sometimes they right, we hadn't had a lot of shows around here lately, and then the shows we try to put together, the fucking main headliner runs off with the bag and shit, so then it discourages artists from investing their money into opening slides, and then like it just kind of like a snowball effect downhill. But I think we got a good thing going with Cotton Flat Records, and shout out to Cotton Flat Records.
they've
I
been
think
on
they're
it, bro.
gonna help
lot.
embrace us as a community, us local artists, and as a underground community, and maybe bring more light. We'll have a place to shine.
I think that might be
I just feel like we need to get more venues on board to where, you know, we can do that. But like I said before too, if you got that bag, you can get any venue you want to.
I think, to me personally, based off of our first experience,
It's just got to make sense.
Yeah, I feel based off our first experience with Cotton Flat Records, they were really in tune with us when we first did it, and I feel like pretty much they might be one of the hubs down here. Like if we're doing shows, they won't ignore and go like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I feel they will embrace it because, like I said, based off of the last one, they loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know I got praise for the music that I put out there and stuff like that. I know they will embrace the hip hop scene for us down here.
Yeah, I feel like the roads, like if you were to set up a show and you go to the people who own the roads and be like, I want to do the show here, and you set up your lineup, that's just the venue. That stage is nice. There's enough space to get enough people in there.
Yeah.
I think sometimes what it is with these local shows, I feel like there's too much internet promotion and not enough feet to the pavement.
Physical.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got to get out there and physically put
You gotta go back to the footwork.
talk to people.
Yeah, because more people, I'm pretty sure, I know a guy that I deal with for work. He's a young dude. He's not from here. He's from Louisiana. And I told him I made music. He listened to my music, and he was like, man, you know. And that just let me know there's random dude I know, you know, if I probably invite him to a show, he'll probably show up. But like, I wouldn't know that if just sitting there sharing it on Facebook. I don't got him on Facebook.
That's true.
And a lot of the people on Facebook, I love them, like my family and my friends and stuff on Facebook, love them to death. But they don't ever show up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keep it real.
They'll be like, yeah, I love your shit. I love you.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
And don't
Crickets.
be there.
I'm performing in front of other people's fans.
You all sitting there
know?
looking at your phone and shit like, man, they about to
show up.
Yeah, it's time for me to go up. Nobody here? All right, fuck it.
We gonna wreck this shit.
But see, and I think that goes to a deeper thing that I be thinking is like, not only, and we've kind of discussed this on other episodes, but it usually does. It's going to take other people coming in, and then usually the people that, you know, hometown people are going to be the ones that, well, yeah, you know.
And that's another thing, bro. Like lately, I've been trying to like, I don't know, man, just kind of like put myself out there a little more to just random people, strangers, just people. I think it's helped too going up to the college and being around more people has helped me be a little more social and shit. So like I've been going up to people, telling them who I am, and they embrace it. You know, some people, you know, kind of discourage you because they just like don't give a fuck at all. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta shake that off, go to the next one, you know what I'm saying? And that's really what it comes down to. You know, you might get two that's like that. Yeah. But the majority of people will hear you out and be like, okay, let me go subscribe to your shit. Let me go listen to you and shit.
Definitely, like, you gotta know the places to go. Vape shops, shit like that.
Yeah. That's where I've been bombing the flyers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got the whole Midland Drive strip. All the smoke shops.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe some bars too. Just go to random bars.
For sure.
Talk to them.
I'm gonna take some Monday with me to
barbershops.
To go into the like student center over there at the college.
Oh, see, that's a good idea.
They got like a little board, maybe.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah, that's a good idea because, you know,
just go.
Take it on, yeah.
Yeah, y'all look at this.
Be like,
do it like it's test scores.
hey, and then they come up and look at the flyer and be like, when is it? What time does it start? Type shit.
I'd be surprised
right there at the
all of them
bottom.
show up.
The homie Trouble, they had a skit because he's a promoter and shit too. And, they had a skit and shit. It was like coming up to, he's passing out flyers and he hands the dude the flyer and dude looks at it and he's like he's reading it and he's like, when is it? Like that's the shit we deal with, bro. When you're trying to promote, you're trying to as an artist, even we trying to do our shit, trying to promote. You give someone right in front of you clear directions, and they just
still like that question.
Right.
It's on the flyer.
Yeah, they're like, it's like, yeah, man, subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Joe the Poet. What's your name? Like or some shit. And
It's the last thing I
but
said.
then the next dude comes up and they're like, he gives them the flyer and he's like, what time does it start? Next, and then there's another dude, and the dude's like, who's gonna be headlining this shit? Like he's the main big ass picture on the fucking flyer, bro. Like I don't know, that should be hilarious though.
Since we're talking about shows, so you were at the Village Day, right? And how was that experience? It was pretty positive.
Very, very positive. And we need more community, period. So shouts out to D-Man. Mm-hmm. The love was there. Everybody was very unified. They've had another one since the one I went to in Midland, Odessa, and I think they're about to have another one in Lubbock or I think maybe this weekend. Yeah. Or the 17th. I think it's just, I'm not sure. I don't know the dates for sure, but shout out Village Day. Shout out D-Man. Everybody that has anything to do with Village Day. Mm-hmm. It takes a village.
Yeah, I like it. It's very positive. Mm-hmm. One of my brothers that lives in Arizona that grew up down here, he said around Juneteenth they're gonna be doing something too.
Okay.
And they're gonna be, and it's good, man. It's positive, and definitely the idea that he was telling me, because he kind of trying to link up with them and get involved, and I don't know if he want me putting his idea out there. So
yeah,
he has this idea where he wants to get the kids involved with putting them in front of people with specific jobs. So they can make it interesting and show them stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what they're doing too with the village as well. So, I mean, even I think it might be something good for people to partner. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Not necessarily a lot of times we try to do our own shit. We can do our own shit, or we could build, join in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And make something even more bigger. And I think that's what we need to do as artists. That's what they do. New Dallas,
Yeah.
Just different, where they're coming together and shit. That's how they're able to come together. It's they're not worried about outshining the next person.
It's about building together.
That's it. If we can get that, hey.
Yeah.
That's a lot of what we've been talking about, building that community.
Mm-hmm. Community.
And I mean, that's really what it is, building that community around here.
And maybe it'd be a good idea for homie, to reach out and get with D-Man or to something.
Yeah, I want to say he already chopped it up with D-Man.
Yeah.
I want to say so. Me and him was talking the other day, and he was saying that he done already got in contact with some of the people. But like I said, I like it because it seems like it's a very positive thing.
We do need more too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it could, it's beautiful either way.
Yeah,
so we need to,
because it has so much potential.
We need more of it for sure.
And then I know you were. How long ago was it that you were in Houston?
March 1st.
March 1st. Okay.
Yeah, March 1st.
Dang, that was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Man, hell yeah, man. Joe be moving.
Joe be on the move, man.
Yeah, March 1st, and then we got White Gold coming up, April the 12th.
Where that gonna be at?
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Okay.
Richland Hills, at the Hideout. It's called the Hideout. The place is a nice little spot, nice venue, pretty cheap drinks. So shit, if y'all in Dallas Fort Worth area, or if you want to make the trip, I got free tickets for supporters. Anybody that wants to pull up and support, I got you a ticket. Just gotta let me know.
Well, moving, man.
Huh?
No, I said Joe making moves.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he definitely is, man. That's what I wanted to ask. Like, what do you, so far everywhere you've performed, what would you say is your favorite city or your favorite venue, or, you know what I'm saying, where you feel like you vibe the most at when you perform?
Right now, Houston has been my best one, favorite one so far. I like performing in Las Cruces. It was cool over there. It wasn't a big turnout or anything. Just the atmosphere and shit was dope over there in Las Cruces.
Yeah,
and over in the mountains. Period. Just around the mountains. El Paso was dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, my favorite one so far has been Houston. Just, that's my shit over there.
Yeah, fit in like a glove,
Type
like a
shit.
hand to a glove. That's what's up. Yeah, man. And also, we know you're gonna be here at Cotton Flat Records.
Yeah.
What is that? June 11th.
June 14th.
June 14th. I don't know why
Flag
I'm getting
Day.
11th.
You don't go there, ain't nobody gonna show up.
Yeah, my bad, guys. Yeah, don't go knock on the door on the 11th. But yeah, man, I'm glad the Trill Inc gonna throw something together. Yeah, man, that's gonna be something positive.
We all, that's what we do this for too, like, to help each other find position, to find shows too. You know what I mean? If you locked in with someone and you believe in them as artists, like, if you got an opportunity, reach out.
That's facts.
Let them know, like, hey, shit, that's how we gon'. That's another thing that'll help us move forward too, and further, bring the unity in and shit. Also, not only do we have the show, the White Gold show, Saturday the 12th, we have the 420 event, smoking event over there at I think it's called Cloud City Vape in Odessa.
Okay.
On 4/19. It's Saturday the 19th.
Hell yeah.
So 2 shows this month, and then we doing this right here. So we putting it together.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
bro.
That boy Joe do be jamming over
Everything.
Hey, y'all.
Shit, jamming over everywhere like that.
Yeah, jamming over everywhere. Yeah.
Shit.
No, that's good, man.
It's just a little application, you know what I'm saying? Because we can have all the motherfucking connections in the world, and it won't matter if we don't use them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't use it, you lose it. You don't use them, you lose them.
Yeah.
Same type shit. And I think this has been like 6 months, right? Since we did the.
Going on it, April.
I think April is the last month. Yeah. So I think just from what we've done in the 6 months, even together, has been. We haven't been able to jump on as many shows as might have liked, but
but I ain't gonna lie.
just with what we got, but we were able to end it with one.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
got. You know what I'm saying? We got one, a good one, and we got that. It's just important. It's really important just to keep at it, and it's hard to make time for things, bro, but we gotta do it. It's like frustrating sometimes. It's like fuck, but how bad do you want it?
Yeah, facts.
That's what it comes down to.
To me, like for me personally, it helped out a lot. You feel me? Them shows helped out a lot because, like for me, I haven't been, besides the one we did at the Rose, I haven't really been doing this long. So for me, being in the presence, especially going to Hobbs, got a shout out to Hobbs over there. There's been a good crowd out there in Hobbs for us. I was like, it helped out a lot for me knowing how to work a crowd or try to work a crowd to get it hyped up, especially for myself, because I ain't gonna lie,
And see, now
it's different. It's nerve wracking out there.
Put y'all in position to be able to be a little more confident, maybe, and that's what I'm trying to do with this consulting shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, help build people's network, and then like that's what I was supposed to do, and that's what we did. I just but yeah, that's the shows that we got coming up.
Fucking right.
You still want to get your snippet in?
I was gonna say just let.
Oh
people know
yeah,
about
shit.
the-
Yeah, for sure.
Let me lock in.
How we gonna do it?
I think we should be able to play it through there.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Bet.
Right now, Joe about to bless y'all with a little snippet of something that he's been working on from this next project.
Yeah, man.
It needs a little more mixing. It's not all the way done mixed, but for the most part, it's a wrap.
One of y'all mics about to get cut off.
That's
Go
fine.
ahead.
Yeah, do.
Cut it off real quick.
Give me a mic, Taz.
Yeah, but the track is called "Ain't Trying to Hear It," and it is gonna be on the Jamming Over Everything 3 album.
Yeah, go ahead when you're ready.
It's featuring the homie Archie right over here. We'll play a little bit of it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now we ain't tryna hear that shit. Oh no. Now we ain't with that sucker shit. Let's go. Now we ain't tryna hear that shit. Tryna feed the family daily, ain't falling to foolishness. Let's go. Now we ain't tryna hear that shit. Oh no. Now we ain't with that sucker shit. Let's go. Now we ain't tryna hear that shit. Tryna feed the family daily, ain't falling to foolishness.
I'll give him the hook.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'll give him the hook. I'll give him the hook, but
When
yeah,
it comes out, y'all
that
gotta
boy
tap
Archie
in
was
with your-
about to start eating that bitch.
I was waiting.
When that comes out, y'all gotta start tapping in. Y'all gotta tap in with Joe. You feel me?
Yeah, you know that was.
we gonna make it happen. We gonna make it pop.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I listened to it a lot, and I'm like, this shit fired. Man, Joe verse murderous. You know what? This is probably a good way to get into the last thing, right? That it's like how we got here, man. It is. I sit back and reminisce a lot, bro, and I'm like, man, from where we came from, to just skill level and like just we used to sit down and talk about the dream and we whatever, but seeing you actually, manifesting and moving the way you're moving, and then your skills are just crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's an amazing thing to see, because like we've been knowing each other since high school,
2011.
yeah, bro, and it's just amazing to see, when I sit back and I look and I'm always like, dang, this is crazy, and it's always, to be honest, I probably never told you, it was an inspiration for me to get back into music. When I started seeing your stuff, man, it made me really like, man, my boy Joe out there eating, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I can't let him do it all by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro. Hey, that's what I strive for that. Mm-hmm. I strive for that, especially for my people, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Especially for my people. I don't want nothing but the best for the people. Shit, I want nothing but the best for everyone, really, you know what I'm saying? But for sure for my people, so
like, all right, to kind of like put that, what I was saying, into more of a focused lens, so what would you say got you to the point you are right now,
man, a lot of bullshit. Nah, shit, it took a lot of bullshit to get my mind like, oh shit, like I don't need to do that shit no more. Like I need to do this. Oh, and then whenever I got my mind right, I'm like, oh fuck, I got a talent I've been sleeping on.
Yeah.
But as far as like the journey at the beginning, shit, I ain't never been in no studio until, like we said on the, the audio version, like I ain't been in no studio until you got me in one here over there on Domar Street. Shout out Domar D Block.
Hell yeah.
Shout out J Rose, shout out Crazy 8. That was the first studio I ever got in, dropped some shit. So the transformation from there to here, man, is just something like night and day almost. I always been making some good music, but it's just evolved so much.
Yeah, man.
It's a blessing to be a blessing.
Yeah.
And it's also a blessing to have been through the things that we have been through to make it to here.
I remember when we go to the studio and then like J-Ro be like, man, that white boy can rap. And I be like, yeah, man. He be like, man, yeah, he can eat, man.
Yeah.
So you always been good with it,
Yeah, and to have someone like that telling you, like, saying some shit like that meant a lot too. So I always knew I had something. Ain't no one ever really told me I couldn't rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never heard like, oh, that shit's trash or none of that shit.
So
it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't. I would still be rapping.
No matter what.
Either way, but like, I just ain't never heard that except for some of the videos sometimes on like TikTok or Scoops is bad, bro. There's this outlet called Scoops. I don't know if y'all know.
Nah, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, you put videos on there. Some people on there be saying some retarded ass shit.
Well, I know TikTok. Boy, TikTok can be brutal.
Well, it just be retarded shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro, like...
Yeah, I bet they didn't even really listen to it. They just seen somebody rapping and they wanted to be a hateful motherfucker,
Yeah, that's what it be a lot of times.
Well, let me ask you, what really influenced you to start rapping? Like, besides meeting Archie?
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean, that was the first time I got into a studio. I was rapping, and that's how we met. Is because I was rapping and shit, and he was writing and shit. I remember I seen him. Yeah, like I seen him on fucking YouTube. I felt like he was famous and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like now I remember. Like I came into school and then I remember seeing him and I'm like, oh shit, that's Archie. I seen him on the Texas TZ videos on the booth. Y'all used to do live in the booth videos and shit. It's like that's that boy Archie and shit.
That's crazy.
It kind of felt like what I mean? I ain't never been to no city that had a music scene or like anything like that. Whenever I went and typed it in, Midland, Texas music scene, or whatever the fuck. Just trying to see what's going on or like whatever. And basically one of the first people I seen the Texas TZ Derek I call him by his government.
Yeah.
Crazy 8, I seen his shit, and then Pooh.
Yeah.
Seen his shit. And then Archie came on that bitch ripping. So it's man, it's been a travel, it's been a road, but shit, it's been a blessing.
That's what's up.
So as in like how old were you when you first started putting pen to pad?
Okay. Shit. When I started writing, I probably was, I don't know, bro, probably a little bit before I moved here. So I was probably about 15 or so when I started writing. But I was freestyling up until the end. But I really started writing whenever I went to Richard Milburn and linked up with you and shit. Started writing because shit, we had to have some shit ready for the studio.
Yeah. You know what?
So
you
that
remember
broke me from freestyling.
Do you remember that first show that we did? I think we did it with Tyrone was on stage.
It was at the Cabana.
Yeah,
Club Cabana. It used to be called. It's called the Rusty Bucket now. And Michael Watts.
Yeah.
5,000.
That was my first time on stage. Was that yours?
No, that wasn't. It wasn't. Was that our first time?
I want to say yeah. Cause I hadn't been on stage.
When did we go to Club Tequila?
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Maybe our first time.
Yeah, I want to say that had to be.
I think that was our first time. It was like an open mic night.
Yeah.
And DJ Spree.
I totally forgot about Tequila.
The DJ and shit. Shout out my boy Spree.
I didn't even know all that, bro. I totally forgot about Club Tequila, but now I remember because that's where they also used to do the rap contest, like the freestyle, the rap battles.
Yeah, sure.
Man.
What's crazy is though, bro, is like think about if we'd have gave up.
I know.
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And another thing is, now I forgot. But stay in school. Kids. It's just been a beautiful journey, man, and like it's hard not to think about or get discouraged sometimes whenever I think about how far we could have been or how far I could have been if I wouldn't have let certain shit distract me, or if I would have been, if I'd have stayed in it and I would have had a better mentor or someone that was actually showing me or I'd have learned more, or just stayed with it from then, been as consistent as I am now, and I have been for the past 3 years, which has only been 3 years, bro. Like, that's all this has been is 3 years.
It's only 3 years?
Yeah, it feels like it's been like
100,000. My career, like now, that's been 3 years.
Damn, that's as long I've been rapping, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought y'all
was rapping since like high school.
But they've been rapping since high school.
But I'm saying
like
that's what I'm saying. If I would have been
if
I would have been with it like I am now, like for the last 3 years since I got out of CRTC and got back to doing my shit.
If
I'd have been doing it since 2011.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How far I'd have been.
Yeah.
And it's hard not to think like that. But you can't think like that. You got to know where you at now.
Yeah.
Stay in the present. Make sure they feel that shit.
But
Real talk.
That's crazy because that's as much time as West Texas Reloaded really started. 3-4 years now.
Yeah, I mean, I started rapping
it's coming on like 4 years for me. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say I started rapping again. It was 2021.
Yeah.
I recorded Emotionless. Actually, I recorded another song and it was just on YouTube. And then I recorded Emotionless.
Well, I've been I think it has been closer to 4 years since I've been out of CRTC.
Yeah.
But I didn't get on all platforms and shit for a little bit.
It seemed the reason why, because it seems like you've been making moves
for 3 years and shit.
Yeah,
just the way you move.
But I was already doing some shit too.
Yeah.
Like, I remember it was after Dank in the Desert, the first Dank in the Desert. And I was like, man, I got to get all my shit. Like, the songs I got right now, I need to get them on all platforms.
Mm-hmm. Was that the first Joe album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was right before it. It was actually, it was called A Time Flies.
Okay.
Was the name of a little mixtape.
Yeah.
It wasn't an official thing, but I had 3 singles.
Yeah.
And they were like...
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is the fact that you're saying 3 years, right? But for us, it feels like you've been doing this longer than 3 years, bro. Because the moves that you've been making,
that's how it's gotta feel.
Yeah, it feels like you've been in here doing this a little bit longer.
Because I had to catch up. Yeah. You know, I had to catch up and shit. And I still ain't all the way there. And people try to discredit me and shit sometimes. You know, like other people, other artists from, you know, I don't know who exactly even. But I feel like I would be further along too if people would start recognizing your boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on. I'm here, baby.
Well, you know what? That's why this podcast is important.
Yeah, it is.
You know, because, hell, man, we only fuck with the real of the real and the most serious of the serious on here. Facts, you know, the people who actually love this like we do, you know. And to be honest, that timeline makes a lot of sense because I'm telling you, I seen Joe going hard on Facebook and I was like, bro, I got to get back in the booth. I hadn't rapped since 18. I had pretty much stopped rapping at 18. I let other shit get in the way. I had to go down a dark road, and then after
2022, I put my first single on all platforms.
Yeah,
Land of Money and Win or Lose. Land of Money with Wes, Win or Lose. I had this song Ain't the Type, and that was the little start.
Shit, we didn't get on all platforms till 2023. I don't think, right? That's when we put Emotion.
Is when we
really started.
Well, that's when we
see what momentum. That's momentum.
Yeah,
you know, and if you stick with it,
I think everything else was on like SoundCloud.
You know, just stick with it, bro. We gonna do it. We gonna do it.
Yeah, because I did that tape Zombie, and I put it on SoundCloud. But yeah, I'm telling you, the main reason there was 2 people I remember seeing. It was Pooh, which I don't even think he go by Pooh no more, but I'm gonna still call him.
It was
Pooh.
like Ra or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Haru. So Haru and you. I remember sitting I was telling my girl, I was like, man, I'm losing traction. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I seen Haru, and then I want to say that was 2019 going into 2020, and he was dropping videos and shit. And then I still hadn't made the decision to get back in, and then want to say I had ran into you. I was working at that convenience store. I seen you.
Yeah,
I think that was the first time.
Yeah.
Seen you, and then next thing I know, I see you on Facebook. You dropping music and shit, and I'm like, holy shit! I still hadn't made my decision yet.
Come back.
And then I finally just sat down. I was like, you know what? I gotta, because I was like, man, I've been knowing these boys since we was young, and they still got it. And I was like, man, I want to have that. So y'all gave me the motivation and the confidence to jump back in. Because even though I was only like 26, I was like, I feel old. I'm too old for this shit.
Right. I ain't really like a religious person or nothing. Like as far like as religions and all that. Like I'm a spiritual person, and I believe in energies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I believe in a lot of things, but I feel like what you were saying just now?
Oh, that man, y'all motivated me to get back in here, and if it wasn't for y'all, man, I probably would still be sitting there just wishing I'd jump in,
Yeah. Do you think, you know what I'm saying? Do you think do we fucking think about that when we getting baptized? You know what I'm saying? Like, do we think we ain't got time to think they dump our ass in that bitch and we come out better, whatever.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Supposedly or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just an analogy, but there's some real shit, bro. Like, if we do that, it's gonna take us longer. We already gotta catch up. We already gotta work harder. We already gotta do certain things. Just get to it.
Just the grind, bro. We just gotta stay grinding, bro, and
you see how far you know. So that's how it works. We just keep with it. That's how we gonna do it.
That's a fact, bro. It's been a long journey.
Yeah, man.
Well, a short journey that feels a little.
It feels long.
But it's a short journey
to get us
keep going
to get
forward
us to where we at. Yeah.
So what is your?
It takes a lot.
So we talked a little bit about the past. So I got one more question that I feel like I want to ask, and it correlates with that. So future goals. Like, what is your future goals? Well, let's say next 2 years. What are you planning to want to be doing, and where you want to be going? Are you planning on like South by Southwest, or are you planning on getting out of the state or out of this region to do more shows?
Definitely want to go a little bit further than New Mexico with it. I want to do something in Oklahoma. I want to do something in some more states for sure. But the next 2 years, we're gonna see what it do. I'm gonna be HVACing for sure. Be making bringing in some bread, but I definitely want to jump on a South by Southwest, like the official shit, and get on there and show them what I got, see what's up, man. So
that's a dream.
Maybe so in the next couple years, get on that shit. Like the actual South by Southwest.
Yeah,
gotta register
and do all you gotta do.
Yeah, do all the legit shows. But they have shows all around South by Southwest. Around South by Southwest. You know, like around the date and shit. They'll have other venues that are doing shows that are beneficial too. Because the A&Rs, they get tired of sitting at the actual thing. They'll go and stop at some of these underground spots. And
you never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
You just never know. So definitely got to make it down there for South by Southwest.
I think that's legit.
And move around to some states. But in the next couple of years for sure. That's definitely attainable.
Big goals.
Yeah, man.
Gotta make it happen.
Well, I think I done asked all my questions. Y'all got some? I've been talking this whole time.
Nah, it was a good flow, bro. Like, once you, like I had some questions, but it would have kind of went off focus of what we was talking about. But I see as soon as I'm about to bring it up, I forgot what it was. But anyway, like I said, you had a good flow, and I like the conversation. So you gotta let you go sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just flow with it.
And then I feel like sometimes like they still getting to know me too, and they're hearing the story and like really soaking it in and shit. So
like the fact that the three of y'all literally linked up at I don't know, you said Tequila's at wherever they were having like
me,
rap
him,
battle.
and Spree.
Yeah. Look at y'all now. Y'all all
still in it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's fun. Yeah, Spree's. Spree's my DJ.
Is that when you like started linking in with Spree?
West Texas is DJ. You know what I'm saying? On the cool.
Yeah,
that's like he is the DJ.
When did you start really like getting cool with him? Like, was it after the fact? Like when you started getting on this push you on, or Was it more
like kind of with the push? We just started running back around each other in the same circles, and it's just like the universe puts them certain people in
position. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because it is crazy.
It only made sense. It only made sense, and why not?
Yeah, because he had to be young and coming up back then. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it's crazy that it's just crazy how things line
He was
up.
already doing that shit though. You know what I'm saying? Already had him a gig at the club.
Yeah.
Open mic nights, putting artists on and shit.
We gotta get Spree on here too, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think he was saying something about like maybe if we could do it on a Sunday, y'all could do it on a Sunday or something.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We could try to do.
Try
We
to
could
do
try
it
to
on
put
a
something
Sunday,
on that.
but that's like only day he's got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, yeah, we can make it happen.
Before anything, I just want to know your top 5 artists that influenced you to be who Joe the Poet is.
Okay. Shit.
You don't gotta be in no order. Just
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go with Fat Pat. We're gonna go with Fat Pat. We're gonna go with Mystical.
Mystical.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna go with I guess I'll go ahead and throw Take 9 in there because he influenced a lot of my like creativity. Yeah, and like versatility, you know what I'm saying? Technical shit. So I'll go ahead and throw Eminem in there for sure. And then we're gonna end it off with Scarface.
Ooh, yeah, nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
For sure.
That's a
he's
a
in my
big
shit
5
too,
right there.
yeah.
That's a big 5.
That's a
right
nice
there.
big 5. Yeah.
Yeah, shit, Mystical. He's kind of like, I'll throw him in there now because I didn't realize how hard Mystical was, bro. Whenever I was a kid and listening to him, you know what I'm saying, before he got locked up and all that extra shit, like I was like, you know, he was hard then, he had them hits, but I didn't realize like how, you know, I didn't think he was like that good or whatever. But whenever you actually hear his other songs other than, you know, the shit his hits, here's other shit, he actually really be saying some shit.
Yeah, man.
Some shit. You just gotta stick with him and stay with him, bro. And I think that's just kind of beautiful. You gotta respect that shit.
Yeah, man.
I think that's a unique.
Here I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Mystical, man.
I think that's a uniqueness with artists. Like people would tend to gravitate to the hits, but don't really listen to the other music that these artists bring out. You know what I mean? You will often hear a lot of people mention a lot of hits, but when you tap into a lot of these artists, there's a lot of music that, you know what I mean, people will sit down there and go like, damn, I didn't know he made this or she made this or whatever, and then they go like, shit, this ain't just no radio play shit. This is really, he or she's really saying some shit on these tracks. Like, all right, fuck.
And sometimes you just gotta,
and then that's how it goes.
sometimes you just gotta let the song sit and come back to it later.
Or let the album or whatever, because that's how it really is. Like, people only usually choose a lot of people based off of what you hear, either mainstream or whatever, what they deem as a hit or what they deem as, oh, this shit nice and popping.
Yeah.
But then when you sit down there and listen to like the whole album, there's a bunch of gems inside that album that, you know, people don't really tap into until you really do your research and really dive into that artist. Yeah. Then you go like, damn, this person actually versatile. It's not really doing what you see on mainstream. They'll do their mainstream, but then they really got some real deep shit that they want to talk about or what they want to tap into later on. That it's like, God damn, I really got to listen to this guy. Or her. Yeah.
Facts. So I got a question that kind of goes off of what he asked. So if you had to pick an artist today, famous, not famous, whatever you want to do, underground, mainstream, to get on a record with, who would be like your dream feature?
Don Tripp.
Don Tripp? I like that, yeah. Yeah, and he be spitting too.
Yeah, I definitely get Don Tripp, and I go on that bitch bar for bar with him. Like, straight up. I've seen it be done too. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like he picks really good features like for his shit, and like I just like how he puts his shit together so effortlessly and like story tells and like talks his shit. I just like that. I like that shit, that realness and shit. So
Yeah.
I think if I could get a feature right now from anybody, right now,
that would be a choice.
Yeah. No, that's a good pick, man.
That's what's up.
And he don't get as much love as he should. Yeah.
him or Starlito.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah.
Or any
bro.
of their gang, any of their crew, bro. Like
I want to say Don
but
Tripp and Starlito was
it's a lot of times, bro.
year of my life.
What people like deem as what it is, you know, and it's really, it shows a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
shows
man.
a lot.
Them Step Brother tapes that him and Starlito, boy. I used to bump them, man. That's some good music, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. What we looking like on time, man?
We good. So I mean, I don't know if you got time to guess some bars.
Oh, you know I got time.
Let's do it.
I got time today. Ain't got no time to play.
Yeah.
Falsifying in front, and now it's your time to pay.
Yeah.
I
All right, bet.
name that bar. Looking at it. That's me.
He said that's Joe.
Well, let's see if y'all get these today.
Yeah.
Mr. 3 for 3 back again.
Oh, yeah, he was 3 for 3.
He did cook us last
It's
time.
on.
Yeah.
Shit.
Go. Yeah.
All right, y'all ready?
Go ahead.
I gotta be a man. Hope you understand. There's nothing but the work and a calico in my hand. On a corner. My bad.
Hey.
You see, I had to.
Yeah, you'd already done fucked up.
That boy trying to say that shit so white. That boy said that shit like he put his business
I'm
suit
over here
on.
freestyling it in my head already. Golly.
That
Yeah,
boy
go
said.
ahead. Yeah, let's finish it. Yeah.
On a corner on the Ridge van, and I'm serving a fiend. A real life B-boy, and you know what I mean.
I've been stacking up chips like Count Cato, used to the Rockets.
Funk beat like come.
Yeah.
You might have piggyback,
Bro, but I cannot tell you who that is right now.
For real?
All right.
I don't know why. Like I have no clue why, bro.
He
But
gonna
like
give
I
you some
hate that.
names
I
and some
hate that
options.
so bad right now.
You know it.
Here's the options. Southside, a little Kiki. In the hood, Trade the Truth. Mo City Don, 0.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Most City Dog.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm piggybacking on this.
Hope you understand. Nothing
You
but
know
the
what we
work
need
and
to
the
do?
calico in my
We need to
hand.
start writing these down and slide them over. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that boy Ro.
Yeah, boy. All right.
As soon as I heard them bars, I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, I knew the bars. I knew the bars flawlessly.
They tapped in for
They
real.
tapped
'Cause
in
I
on that
literally
one for real.
In the
Hey,
middle of the
man.
verse, I said, yeah.
We Texas boys. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
They got their thing.
I took the middle of the verse, made it short. I was like, yeah.
The way
he
you
was
said
modifying
it, the way you said it at first, I think is what really fucked me up. I was like,
Who the hell?
I was really vibing too, like kind of, and I was like, damn,
I
why
bet you checked the camera. I made this face. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this sound familiar, bro. The hell? But nah,
Yeah, it's gonna be priceless material right here, for real.
yeah.
Priceless.
That's the whole point. When Uncle D say his shit, bro, you go like, what the fuck is he really saying? Like, who really spit this shit? Like, what the hell?
It's nothing but the work and the calico in my hand.
Calico in my hand. It was like he was doing the what's it called? The valedictorian speech.
Well, the fact that y'all still picking it up, like, damn.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Let's do it.
All right, here's the second one. Fear no one. Kick rhymes like shoguns. You scared to blow one. Get robbed with your own gun. If I don't disrespect you, I'ma check you. And if I don't kiss you, I'ma peck you. Right before I wet you, I sneeze on tracks and bless you. I'm special.
All right, you got me. You got
Hey,
me. Around.
whoever said that shit.
Do you really know the boys?
Whoever said that shit was motherfucking going. I don't know who the fuck that was, but hey, I probably heard it before, but I can't place them.
All right, so I'm gonna just give you a little hint.
What's the choices?
Think of the groups that I'm about to say.
Okay.
All right.
Wu-Tang.
Money, Power, Respect, The Locks, Phone Tap, The Firm, Annie Up, M.O.P.
Ooh.
I think it might be the Locks.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like some Jada shit.
That dude kind of sounds like some Jada shit. That shit right there was hard. Can you say the bars one more time?
I got you.
Yeah, because you know, in his
I don't know who that last person was though. I ain't gonna
M.O.P.
lie.
M.O.P.
M.O.P.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. All right, so fear no one. Kick rhymes like shoguns. You scared to blow one. Get robbed with your own gun. If I don't respect you, I'ma check you. And if I don't kiss you, I'ma peck you. Right before I wet you, I sneeze on tracks and bless you. I'm special.
that ain't Jada.
No, that ain't
not
Jada.
at
It's a
all.
different scheme. Yeah.
Hold on. What's the second one?
All right, so you had Money, Power, and Respect by The Locks, Phone Tap by The Firm, Annie Up by M.O.P.
Might be the Annie Up, but I don't know. It might be the Locks too at the same time.
Get him.
That's what the song sounds like.
No,
That's
that's
Annie Up.
Annie Up.
That's Annie Up.
I'm still going with the Locks. I'm sticking with the Locks.
Yeah,
Money,
because
Power,
it ain't gotta
Respect.
be Jada. It could be.
Yeah.
Styles
Styles
P.
P.
Or
Which it could. I mean,
I
now
just
that I
don't
think
see
about it.
Jada.
Yeah.
Something about
I
that
feel
don't
like that's-
scream Jada.
that sounds like a Styles P shit.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah,
You got
that
some
sound like
Styles
He
Styles
could
P
definitely
shit.
do it, but not Jada. So it could Locks.
Yeah, I'm going Locks.
Locks.
What you saying, Taz?
Yeah, I'm going Locks. How am I?
We're kind of at like a stand. I really never even heard. I need to go listen to this song.
Annie Up, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm not seeing it. And
Y'all knew the hook to it.
Phone
And I feel like
Phone Tap
yeah.
by The Firm.
Firm.
I don't know what that is.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know
that
if
one
I've
I
ever
don't
heard of the Firm. Yeah.
The Firm is Nas, AZ, Foxy, and
I see. I didn't even know they had a group. I thought they
Me
were just rap.
was it Nasty?
Well, they have a lot of those. You know, they have a lot of duo groups and
damn,
you know
AZ
things like that. It's like if I came in, you know, we had like I got on some shit with like just us four. If we wanted to call our shit something different, other than jamming over everything, West Texas Reloaded, we just like us four. When we're us four together, we're fucking the Power Rangers.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna power up and shit.
First of all, it's better than the Pop Up Girls. I'll give you that one.
Oh man.
It's better. If you paid
Who
attention,
said that shit?
Archie calls us the Powerpuff Girls.
He was like, yo,
When?
all of us together.
It was like
We're
a
like
few
the Powerpuff Girls. I'm like, what?
It came out of nowhere. You know.
You gotta go back and tap in.
They didn't even say the rowdy rough.
I feel like sometimes lately, bro, I'm still like my voice is still changing. Like my shit been cracking and shit. Like my shit still
Developing, filling in.
That's weird, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, wow. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Why you sound like that? It's alright.
What's the answer?
Yeah, I'm going. Locks.
Oh, you going Locks? Okay.
Well, y'all right. It's the Locks.
Yeah. See, something about those
And
bars.
it is Jada's
Nah,
verse.
bro.
Is Jada's verse?
Yeah.
I look, man.
I want to hear him say that.
I can hear Jada on
Hold
that
on.
bad boy.
Say
But
it,
it-
let me.
but
Can
I
I
ain't
see
gonna lie, it
the?
sounds
Oh,
grimy.
can you
It
hide
sound-
the other shit? I don't want to see the other shit.
It do sound
Kick
grimy
rhyme.
like some Styles P shit. That's why I'm like,
Kick rhymes like Shogun.
Kick rhymes like Shogun.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, there go that laugh. Yeah, that. All right, what we got next?
All right, last one.
Last one. What's up?
Damn. Come on,
I
phone.
almost went the Firm. I ain't gonna lie, because of AZ. I almost went the Firm.
Man, bro, now I feel stupid because I should have known what that group was. Don't shame me, hip hop
Well,
guys.
I mean, shit. I need to get more tats in too. Like I'm Texas. Hey, you can.
Well, I'm
Especially
more with
Texas OGs.
Texas,
like
yeah.
I'm
gotta
locked
tap
in,
into
locked in
everything.
with that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? With the
Like I didn't even know Zero and Trade of Truth was a duo group.
Yeah, ABM.
And
man.
there's even some older underground OG Texas stuff that I still need to tap into too.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good thing about this game though, because based off of the lyrics, sometimes you don't know who it's coming from. And for me personally, like really tapping in with hip hop these past few years, it allowed me to go back and go like, shit, I gotta see what a lot of these songs
you
are.
just
Because
gotta know who they
are.
You
Yeah,
know, I want to know who.
And based off of Uncle D, like he's been putting a lot of songs in our face.
That's lit. That's
in
what
our
I
face.
see too. That's lit, bro.
He put a lot of things in our face where it's like, if we didn't know it, now we know, you know what I mean? If anybody don't know it, they know what it is and go like, shit, we got to tap into them and go forward.
Good way to go through hip hop education.
Yeah, type shit.
You know, I'm thinking it might not have been Jada's verse. I gotta go back and check. But
If
Wait,
you
Mr.
feel like
Locks anyway.
you feel like you want to say it was that.
All right, here's the last one.
Bet.
Even though the streets are bumpy, lights burned out. Dope fiends die with a pipe in their mouths. Old school buddies not doing it right. Every day it's the same, and it's the same every night. I would shoot you, bro, but I'd shoot that fool if you played me close and tried to test my cool.
It feels very more old school.
Yeah. Let's see what you get.
Here are your options. Nobody does it better. Warren G. The Ghetto. Too Short. Why We Thugs. Ice Cube.
Shit.
One more time.
You want me to
Bars one more time.
All right.
Ice Cube,
Too Short. And
Too
Warren G.
Short, and Warren G. Okay.
Even though the streets are bumpy. No. Oh, let me do that over.
Try to put too much sauce on it. Even though
The streets are bumpy.
he reading it like it's
He's narrating
Even
the
though-
book and shit.
Mark Twain over there,
Any day.
God.
like he doing an audio
Yo,
book.
Any day. It was the time before time.
Hell yeah, but that's good. Keep us on
Yeah,
our toes.
for sure. So Too Short,
Go ahead.
Ice Cube,
And Warren G.
Ice Cube, and Warren G. Okay.
Man, real lock.
Warranty dick.
That's crazy.
Warranty.
okay is crazy.
All right. Good. you're
Warren
right.
G. That's fucked up. Okay, yeah, I'm good, bro.
Even though the streets are bumpy, lights burned out. Dope fiends die with a pipe in their mouth. Old school buddies not doing it right. Every day it's the same, and it's the same every night. I wouldn't shoot you, bro, but I'd shoot that fool if you played me close and tried to test my cool.
Ice Cube.
Go Too Short.
I think I'm gonna go with Ice Cube.
I'm gonna go Too Short.
I'm stuck in between because I know I definitely some Warren G. That close, yeah. But I'm trying to remember because that flow kind of sounds like that, but it also is very West Coast.
I don't know how the hell they're getting a flow from this, but
It's the way it's the rhyme
just
scheme.
rhyme
Yeah,
scheme.
the rhyme scheme. That's one good thing. Once you be doing, once you sit down and write,
Right, yeah, it's a different,
you hear music different. Damn, I don't want to be wrong, but I'm going Warren G.
yeah, everybody got something.
Hey, bro, we gotta do that one more time real quick. That little piece right there. You gotta edit out whatever. You gotta edit something out, bro. You cannot don't not put that in there, but y'all can do that little Warren G and
What happened? What?
like just with the little part that you did, like y'all can just retake it real quick right now. Cause bro, I just try to put my hat over the top of the head. Bro.
It's all right. We'll just jump right back into us getting into the. I'll look for it and cut it.
You good, bro?
I got you.
You good? Well, yeah, we got you. We'll jump back in.
I appreciate
All
it.
right, I'm gonna say
we
Warren
good.
G
Okay.
again.
Yeah, bet.
All right, so I'm gonna go Warren G with it.
I'm gonna go Too Short.
And you said Ice Cube.
I'm Ice Cube it.
Too short.
He got it.
Damn. See. All right, dog. I got you.
Well, hey, you got me this time. 2-2-1.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That's lit though. That's
I was
lit.
hearing it though. I was hearing how he spits. I was like, shit.
Man, it's been a good show, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We touched our avenues. Like we were saying before, we do got a show June 14th, Flag Day. Actually, National Flag Day. Trill Inc and Fam 2. Us four will be there.
Yeah, shout out to Trill Inc for that.
Shout out to Trill Inc, West, 2 Trill, the gang, the fam. Y'all know what it is. And then we got Jamming Over Everything 3 dropping in June. I ain't gonna give a exact date, but I will be sharing the track list and the exact date.
Hell yeah.
Pretty soon. So
All right, and one more thing before you get off. Give everybody the socials and where to find your music.
okay, you can find me everywhere at Joe Space the Poet, THAPOET. That is laid out. JTP is capitalized. Sometimes on some platforms it matters, sometimes it don't. Most of the time you can find me if you go to Google and type in Joe Space the Poet, you gonna find me. But if you type it any other way, it's gonna be kind of iffy if you find me right or not. But most places you can find me at Joe the Poet, JOETHAPOET. Instagram is Joe the Poet 432 at Joe the Poet 432.
Bet that.
Like I said, shout out to Joe the Poet for coming back on the Lyrically Acclaimed Podcast again. You know what I mean?
You know.
Hell yeah.
Anybody wants to work, any artist wants to work. I'm cheap features right now, but they will be going up in the near future.
Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. You feel
definitely
me?
can get an obtainable feature from me right now for the pretty cheap. So let's just get it done. Let's get in there, work, do a video to it, and all the nine. So
Yeah, tap in with the boy.
That's a fact. It's like we said, June 14th, you're going to catch us out there with Joe the Poet. If you're out here in Midland at Cotton Flag Records, you feel me?
and if you're not milling, make a little drive.
You feel me? Come out
pull
here and
up
show
on us.
support.
Yeah,
Once again, you know what I mean? Thank you again for coming on the podcast, my boy.
you already know it.
Of course.
All right, man. And we out, baby.
Peace.
Yo.
Later.
Hell yeah.
Way I spit hits harder than an hour later. Y'all soon call me the new